Thank you, Elias, and thank you all for having me here today. My name is Talia Dror, and I'm a recent graduate of Cornell University. My story isn't unique. I'm the child of an immigrant who fled religious persecution in search of an America where she could openly raise a Jewish family. Raised as a Zionist, shaped by my combined Israeli and Iranian heritage, I became an outspoken pro-Israel student leader on my campus. It hasn't been easy being a Jewish student on campus recently. Jewish students face daily trials of intimidation by their peers, pressuring proud Jews to cower and hide their identities. Countless chants and graffitied slogans call for the elimination of the Jewish state and every single Jew inside of it. Targeted physical attacks on Jewish students are rampant, and professors use their captive audiences to preach terrorist sympathies. And that's only the half of it. I was fortunate enough to go on Birthright in the summer of 2022 and Onward, the internship program, in the summer of 2023. Especially after October 7th, I've understood the profound impact Birthright and Onward have on Jewish students, particularly in combating campus anti-Semitism. When asked to fight against the Hamas enthusiasts and anti-Semites, the students I met on Birthright and Onward rose to the challenge. On Birthright, American college students met Israeli soldiers and asked them thought-provoking questions about the IDF's humanitarian values. On the Onward internship program, American college students integrated into Israeli society and dispelled the myth of apartheid by working hand in hand with Arab Israeli citizens. They saw pride parades in Tel Aviv, women in the Knesset, and were able to firsthand identify the stark contrast between westernized Israel and its not-so-westernized adversaries. These firsthand experiences empowered Jewish students on campus to confront the libelous claims against the Jewish state. On October 11th, I watched as Cornell Birthright and Onward alumni bravely defended Israel's right to exist and defend itself, calling out students, administrators, and faculty on their blatant Jew hatred. And in the months since, they've continued to rally, fight anti-Semitism, and provide a sorely needed voice of moral clarity. Back in November and again in June, I testified at congressional hearings about the rampant anti-Jewish, anti-Western, anti-American sentiment on my college campus. And since then, there's been a congressional investigation opened against my school with their endowment at stake. In this crucial moment, we cannot be Jews with trembling knees. As our elected leaders finally begin to examine the poison within our institutions, we must rise with integrity and moral clarity. We must influence legislation, reform our institutions, and most importantly, foster strong pro-Israel leaders. Because just within a couple of years, the same students on my campus holding pro-Hamas sentiments are also going to assume powerful leadership roles. It has never been more important to create and empower pro-Israel advocates. As colleges descend into anti-Semitic echo chambers, the strength of the pro-Israel movement relies on programs like Birthright that take students directly to the country their peers villainize and disproves all the lies. I want to thank you all for doing the incredibly important work it takes to ensure that these trips and their subsequent large-scale impact can continue to happen. Thank you.